I never know what sort of factory I'm going to go to or what sort of organisation I'm going to go to when I hand out these awards. But I don't hand them out very often because they are like gold dust, believe me. And Wiltshire, I think, has had 3 this year only. If we were up in the Midlands, I think they get about 10 a year, but that's a different. This is a different. That's a different environment. But it's been really lovely meeting you all, going around seeing you all. And I don't know anything about recycling, but I think they're rather stylish. I've seen a penguin and I've seen a frog and I've seen a pencil and I gather there's a duck in the foyer, which I'm and some rather alarming looking military crates. I'd be interested to know what the military put in the bright pink one, but we can perhaps ask a general down the road. It's a very prestigious honour, the King's Award for Enterprise, and they are like gold dust. And I know you've been to. Did you go to Windsor?
I went to Windsor.
Windsor, and there's a picture of you meeting the King, which is really good because not many do. There's a lot of people there, I gather. So I'm so pleased you did. And not only, really, all I've got to say is that it's not only good for you, and it is really good for you, and advertise it widely, but it's really good for Wiltshire, and I think, Alan, Ian, you would agree with that. It's really good for our county. I'm the King's representative for the whole of Wiltshire, and that includes, of course, the borough of Swindon, which has lots of businesses in it. And I'm very keen that we think of ourselves as one great big county, with all sorts of diverse things. And I spend my life, and I'm sure you do too, really extolling what goes on in this county, because we've got so much. We've got Stonehenge and Avebury, we've got Salisbury Cathedral on the cultural side, we've got businesses galore like this one. Are you a SME or an what are they called?
I think we're just on the border of SME.
What comes above SME? ME.
ME, yes.
ME. Or what's the biggest one?
Corporate.
Corporate. Okay, well, you're on the road to being a C corporate something. And that's lovely. But also it's everybody who lives here too. And I personally, we've lived here for 40 years. Not 400, but 40. And I wouldn't live anywhere else. And I think we're so lucky also because we have the great stately homes. We have Wilton and Longleat and Bowood and... I've mentioned Stonehenge, but also up in Swindon, the headquarters of the National Trust are up there, English Heritage, Nationwide, and then everything else south of the M4. I think we all suffer from that slight divide of the M4 sort of dividing us in half, and the plain, of course. But the military is terribly important in this county, and I do a lot of work with them. But this is what it's all about: is these companies like yours on estates like this, making important things and spreading them around the world. So I'm absolutely delighted to be able to hand you over the King's Award for Enterprise, and then I shall have a sip of the delicious champagne. Thank you, Paul. So I'm just going to read it out. Where's my bit of paper? Because there's so much. It's not just a King's Award for Enterprise. It's got other bits and bobs in it. I've just written it out here. So, on behalf of His Majesty the King, I would like to present to you the King's Award for International Trade, and it also says, for outstanding short-term growth in overseas sales over the last 3 years. That's what it says on the bit of paper. So here we are. There we are. I think we'll take it out of the box. We can put it back in the box. I'm going to give Paul the box. It's not very pretty, the box. Okay. So there we are, Philip. Congratulations. And then we also get one of these.
Sorry,
I think this is signed by the King. Oh, there we are.
Should just pull out.
Just pull out. There we are. This is signed by the King. That's rather nice. Good. Thank you. And many, many congratulations.
Thank you. First of all, I'd like to say that the champagne that everybody's drinking is from a Kent vineyard, from a company that won the King's Award for Sustainability, and they've done a whole variety of initiatives. And we were I talked to one of the family members whilst I was at Windsor, and I was really impressed by all the work that they were doing. So it just fitted that if we were going to have this award presented here, that we would have champagne from an English vineyard. Sorry over there.
I haven't said any comment on that.
Okay, so now I have my, I will read through it and hopefully it won't be too boring. So good afternoon everyone. First, thank you for joining us today. To the Lord-Lieutenant, the Mayor, Member of Parliament, the press, our customers, our staff and our friends, welcome. It's not often we get this many people in one room without one of us trying to sell a recycling bin or a custom case. We're here because Leafield Environmental has received the King's Award for Enterprise for International Trade. Something I have to say that when we started the journey, it seemed such a simple process. We worked pretty hard at it, and when we actually achieved it, I've realised the significance for the next 5 years for the business. This is the UK's highest official recognition for business excellence in exporting. For anyone who's ever exported, you'll understand this award also means we become unintentional specialists in paperwork. I thank very much the marketing team over there. Success requires delivery, and our team has done exactly that. But this doesn't happen overnight. It's a result of years of investment in design, tooling, manufacturing, quality and service, and I thank the board for that, and the patient shareholders who have, I have to say, supported the business during the last 14 years, and without that we wouldn't have got to where we are today. It's a commitment to doing things properly, even when it's difficult or expensive, and trust me, it's usually both. It's a group effort. Leafield Environmental includes Leafield Recycle, Leafield Cases, Leafield Highways, Paxton Agricultural, Amberol and Paxton Materials Handling. We've just updated our company signage outside, which I'm very pleased about. It looks a lot more professional, and you know that's forced us to do it. And I think that's an investment, for a simple investment going forward. Together we design and manufacture solutions that solve real problems, whether that's helping councils increase recycling rates, improving town centres, making our roads safer, or serving agriculture in the UK. And I'd like to thank for that the design department, who I have to say has been the top end of excellence for designing products. It's also worth saying that we care deeply about responsibility. Sustainability isn't just a nice to have for us. From using recycled materials where we can to long-lasting designs that don't end up in landfill, we're committed to products that make sense for the future. And I really do mean this. We invested in an intern probably about 1.5 years ago to look at our ESG strategy, and it's something that we want to continue on moving forwards in the next year to 2 years. So let me take a moment to express a few sincere thank yous. First and foremost to our staff, and on a personal note, I've witnessed firsthand the exceptional care, skill and problem solving our team demonstrates every day. Even though I get frustrated sometimes, they're very focused and very committed to driving the business forward. It's truly impressive. I want to be absolutely clear, this award belongs to all of you. Thank you for your dedication, your meticulous attention to detail, and your unwavering determination to get things right. To our customers, some of whom are possibly here, to our suppliers, thank you very much for coming. You form a really integral part of our business strategy, and without you we couldn't be successful. And you're not easy to please, I have to say, as far as customers in many examples, but it's precisely that high standard that drives our commitment to quality. To our local community and partners, thank you for your support. We're proud to be part of this region's economy and to show that manufacturing in Britain isn't just alive but thriving on this world stage. Thank you very much for local representatives of the council, both at a local level and a wider level. It is very important for us, and it's something that we don't do enough of, and we need to do more to network, really to provide almost support and mentoring sometimes to smaller businesses than this. We were a small business 14 years ago, and we worked bloody hard to get to a higher level. Thank you to the Lord Lieutenant for honouring us today by presenting this truly humbling award. We don't regard this award as a conclusion. If anything, it's a courteous royal reminder to keep pushing forward, keep improving, and to recognise that the bar has been raised even higher. Thank you for being here to share this moment and for helping us write our next chapter. Thank you.